children. Thanks for joining us again. We're going to do Sunday's lesson. I wonder if you've been able to find the frog in the video every day. Don't forget to look for him in today's lesson. All right, today we're going to read again from Matthew chapter 27. And we're going to continue on from yesterday, so we're going to start at verse 45. Verse 45.
Got it.
Okay, and through to verse 56. From the 6th hour until the 9th hour, darkness came all over the land. About the 9th hour, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? When some of those standing there heard this, they said, He's calling Elijah. Immediately one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine vinegar, put it on a stick, and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him. And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook and the rocks split. The tombs broke open, and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs, and after Jesus' resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, Surely he was the Son of God. Many women were there, watching from a distance. They had followed Jesus from Galilee to take care for his needs. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee's sons. Well, now it's question time again. Just 2 questions today. Now, what happened when Jesus died? Can you remember any of those big events that happened?
The curtain tore in the temple.
That's right.
And all the people that died.
Some of the holy people that had recently died were risen from their graves.
Into heaven?
Not straight away when Jesus went into heaven, but it didn't say that just then, did it? What else?
And the ground shook.
Yes, an earthquake, that's right.
And it all went dark.
And it went dark, yes, that was just before he died. All right, and the next question is, can you remember, children, who were among the women at the cross?
Well, the women were Mary, and Mary.
There's a lot of Marys. Mary must have been a very common name back then. You're right. Okay, now let's have a bit more of a discussion. And how would our lives be different if Jesus had never died for us? Well, what did Jesus do for us when he died for us? Can you explain it?
He died to save us from all our sins.
What does that mean? Do you know?
Well, all the sins we've ever done in our whole lives, he died for us, and all the sins went on him.
That's right, and he took our punishment, didn't he? So, if Jesus hadn't died, would we be able to go to heaven?
No.
No, because we would have to pay the punishment for our own sin, wouldn't we? And what's the punishment for sin?
Death.
Death, that's right. So if Jesus hadn't died for us and taken our punishment, we would have to take our own punishment, and that is death, and we would never have any hope of going to heaven, would we?
No.
And what would that mean for our life right now? We're happy. We have a nice, happy life because no matter what happens, we know that God is in control and we love God, and if we have Jesus in our hearts, then we'll go to heaven someday, hey? So, but if we didn't have that thought in our heart, we wouldn't have a lot of peace, would we? And probably our world would be even more wicked than it is now, and a lot more sadness. Well, thank you, children, for listening today, and I hope that you learned something. And Riley's going to finish off with a prayer. He's going to ask Jesus to help us share his love with others.
Dear Jesus, help us to tell others about you dying for us and doing all of this for us. Forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for joining us, children. Did you spot the frog today? See you again tomorrow.